If that is the side that they should be, they are coming on this side, although and they actually come in the fast side of the lane. So this is a real serious issue. And I think we really need to look at, and if I've got the opportunity to get involved with it, that's why I'm speaking my mind, but I do believe that to save trauma for the families, I think we really need to have zero tolerance. Sorry, I think it's another, I think we're looking at the Legends launch, and I think this is a fantastic initiative. I'm sure that, when they participate, the message will also go through about the road safety. And I'm pretty certain that if we all take it very seriously and not just, pay lip service, we'll be able to save many lives. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. I now have the privilege to welcome one of the most accomplished, loved, and revered cricketers of all time. He obviously needs no introduction, and more importantly, he's also the brand ambassador of this league, and he is none other than the one and only Mr. Sachin Tendulkar.
Especially thankful to Sachin for really supporting this great cause and being here. Special thanks.
It's a great honor to have you here, a great privilege. Thank you so much for being here. I just wanted to know how excited you are to play the game again, that too against some of your biggest rivals, and to support such a great initiative.
Needless to say that whenever we are back on the field, it's exciting. So to have all my colleagues against whom I played, and also someone who was at the non-strikers and when I batted, and occasionally when I was at the non-strikers and entertained me. I think I'm going to use this dais to give a small message. I thought Mr. Gavaskar spoke all the relevant points in which we cannot ignore. I think something which needs to be taken into notice, and I'm sure Ravi is going to address those issues because those are concerning issues. When you hear almost close to 200,000 lives are lost every year because of road accidents, and every 4 minutes, one life is lost. We can't afford to lose any life. And this is only happening because people are not disciplined, people are not following traffic rules. I myself have experienced bikers also riding their bikes without helmets and riding in opposite direction, the wrong side of the road. I don't think that's a great sign, and these are concerning areas which we must address as a nation. It just doesn't happen only in Mumbai, but I've seen this happening in various parts of our country, which is easily avoidable if we maintain discipline. I feel the most important factor here is we are lacking patience. We are becoming more and more impatient nowadays. Everyone wants everything to happen right away. I feel from my experience, you can either have it right or you can have it now. You can't have everything right now, and patience is one thing that we are lacking. I think when we were all kids, I'm sure we all must have maintained a piggy bank at home. And we put whatever money our parents or grandparents gave us. And we would count them at the end of the day. How much did I save? Now here's one message, which is a virtual piggy bank, but a piggy bank which is full of blessings. And here I'm trying to request all the drivers, if you see an elderly person who's struggling to cross the road, stop your car. Let that old lady or old man cross the road. Those 30 seconds will not get you somewhere in life. I think it's all about those blessings. So if we can fill up those, the piggy bank with blessings, I think it has the potential of changing our mindset. It is only the mindset which makes us do a lot of things. If we change our mindset, there are a number of good things which can follow.
Great. Thank you so much. Real Impact is a leading broadcast, equipment rental, and production company in India, managed by a team of professionals who have considerable experience in producing world-class events with acknowledged acumen in the creative, technical, and production departments. We have consistently delivered the highest standard of outside broadcasting, sports production, and equipment rental to a worldwide client base, totally focusing on customer satisfaction. Ms. Divya Rajiv Sabharwal, representative of Real Impact, would now like to give a small brief about the league format. If I could invite you on stage.
Hello, everyone. In the Road Safety World Series, there are 5 teams broadly, which is India, Australia, Sri Lanka, West Indies, and South Africa. The format of the tournament is of one group, where each team will play against the 4 teams. The total number of matches they'll play is 10. The top 2 teams will reach the finals and make the number of the total matches as 11. The venue for the first season is Mumbai and Pune. Second season onwards, we aim to host all the matches in Pan-India. Tournament will be held every winter season, each year. For any further questions, kindly contact Mr. Melroy D'Souza, CEO of PMG. He will answer the questions separately. Thank you.
Mr. Gaikwad, if I could ask you to please facilitate Ms. Sabharwal. Thank you so much. Entertainment is the backbone of every social initiative, and the next person I'm going to invite on stage is someone who has successfully opened new worlds with socially relevant content. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sudhanshu Vats, Group CEO and MD, Viacom 18, the man who has proved that doing good is good for business. If you'd like to say a few words.
Thank you. Thanks, Shivani. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, first of all, it's indeed my pleasure. And I am also very excited to be here today because, as all of you know, most of us grow playing cricket. Many of us, and I think it's great to be amongst legends. Most of us in India do that. I've had a similar journey. I used to, and I did go beyond gully cricket, though. I played at the Haryana state level. And when we were growing up, I would first like to start with Sunil Gavaskar. We would listen to, those were the days of listening to commentary on radio. And early mornings when you were playing in those different countries, you would be listening to those. Early morning, you would get up from wherever and I grew up a lot in different hostels. So you'd be up in those hostels and all that and listening to all of them. And what a treat it was. So the first thing everybody would ask when you would get up, because it would be odd time, particularly Australia, is Sunny still batting? And if the answer is yes, you would say, wow. So I think that's the way it would start. Over on to, Sachin, of course, the first, and lots have been said, and as Shivani said, no introduction is needed, but the first 16-year-old boy in Pakistan, and that innings is something deeply embedded in the late 80s, if I'm not mistaken, in my memory. And thank you, both of you, Sunny and Sachin, for doing this. Thank you because this indeed is a great thing. We at Viacom 18 very firmly believe that behavioral change and social change can be brought about by media. And like as Ravi was talking about it, I think for road safety to happen, 3 things have to come together. I think one is the equipment and the quality of our vehicles have to have that equipment. That is happening. I think we're becoming very stringent about it. The second is, I think, fines, and I do appreciate the fines being strong. And I think because that is an important piece. But third is the behavior piece for which we are here today. And I think to be able to drive that behavior, it is a very important initiative. Thank you for taking this initiative, and we are proud to be partnering it. Great to see Brett Lee, Jonty Rhodes, Dilshan, Brian Lara, and Viru. I think thank you for being here in person and taking this forward. I'm very excited. I think we'll have great time. As they say, 50 is the new 30, perhaps new 20. All of them are very, very fit. And I think, you will see great cricket as we go forward. So it'll be entertaining cricket. It'll be great messages as we take this forward. Thank you. Thank you for your time and thank you for me.
Thank
Just
you
to
so
clarify, I'm not 50 yet.
Thank you for
Well
clarifying.
said. Well said, Sachin.
I'd now like to invite Mr. Radhesham Mopalwara, Senior IAS Chairman, MSRDC. And I would like, or request rather, Mr. Gaikwad, sir, to please facilitate him. Thank you so much. Sir, if I could ask you to speak a little on the association with the league.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's no doubt a great privilege on this stage and amongst the great legends of cricket. I head an organization which builds expressways, that is Road Development Corporation. And let me tell you, this initiative has come at the most appropriate time. All of us know there is a great controversy on the New Motor Vehicles Act. And there is a time when actually such initiatives would be a great success. There are three components of road safety. One is human, second is engineering, and third is the administration. I suppose what is most important is human administration. And at this moment, when there are 1.3 million deaths taking place in India, out of that 150,000 deaths taking place in Maharashtra, very important is we had 97,000 kilometers of national highways, and in last 5 years, we have declared new national highways of almost 100,000 kilometers. So when road infrastructure is improving, it is necessary that the road safety becomes the prime focus of everybody. And at this point of time, Road Safety World Series getting launched, I suppose that's a great gift to this country. And this will go a long way in actually bringing an awareness on compliance, human behavior, behavioral pattern. And secondly, even on administration, because enforcement is the most important thing. And what we lack, while we talk about the human behavior, we don't talk about the enforcement, which is very lax. And enforcement, when it is given tool of a new Motor Vehicles Act, now I suppose this enforcement should go a long way. And this World Series taking place in February, I suppose will take a message a long way in improving the safety on the road. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Finally, I'd like to invite Mr.